That's it.
Wonderful. You are tuned into the Bianca Burwell Show on the TheBeatDropsRadio, your top 40 pop and R&B station, the new beat of Atlanta. And also, we are on 93.1 FM in Toledo. What's going on, y'all? Man, we got a show today. I have a special in-studio guest. His name is Bobby Peoples. Man, he's somebody who I've seen on social media. I invited him to come on in because there's a lot of stuff I want to talk to him about. The calling number is 404-826-9223. Again, 404-826-9223. If you want to see everything that's happening as it happens live in the station, just go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com and click on Watch Live. We have the Q&A box open in case you have some questions, comments, concerns. They hear us globally, man. So sometimes we got our warriors, our people who are trying to make it through the workday. They may not be able to call, so they, go ahead and type something to us. But give us about 20 seconds lag time in order for us to be able to hear and see and be able to respond to what it is that you have going on. Listen, mind, in case you just want to listen, you're about to walk away from a smart device or something like that. And you can dial from any phone. It's 401-347-0418, 401-347-0418. That is just our listen line. No codes needed, and you'll be able to hear everything that's going on 24/7. That's awesome. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Awesome. Man, I'm over here working hard.
You working it. You are working it, yes.
I appreciate you. We got some stuff we're going to be talking to you about your business, your businesses, all the things that you're doing in the community. And, but first, we're going to go over some Mary J. Blige right away.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Keep it right here on the Bianca Show. You bet. BeatDropsRadio@gmail.com to set up an appointment today. Act quickly and we are gearing up for the new year. You didn't hear any sound because we had to mute it out. Google has let us know that we can't broadcast the music like that. So during our music breaks, that's what we do. We have to mute it. You have to listen to the actual stream. But otherwise, you'll be able to see what's happening. Pre-recorded shows, we have time slots available for you too. Don't delay and email us today to BeatDropsRadio@gmail.com.
What's up, ATL? It's your boy, TheBeatDropsRadio. This is what here on the Team Time Maxi Radio Show. Big Baby, a brand new show for the community, Big Baby. And it's live right here on the Drops Radio. That's right. On Thursdays, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and on Saturdays, noon to 1 p.m. You want to keep it locked right here on WBEE. Toward here. Hey, what's that I hear playing on your tablet?
The Bianca Burwell Show. You are tuned into the Bianca Burwell Show on the BeatDrops Radio, your top 40 pop and R&B station, the new beat of Atlanta. Man, the calling number is 404-826-9223. Again, 404-826-9223. We got Pakistan tuned in, Bobby.
Wow.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Ladonia, Norcross, Atlanta, Douglasville, and Texas. We appreciate all of you guys.
Texas, okay.
Yep.
And I was stationed in Texas.
Really?
Yeah. I did a year in Texas.
Did you really? That's hot.
Mm-hmm.
That's hot. So if you guys have any questions that you're not able to call in, we do have the Q&A box open that you can utilize. All you got to do is go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com, click on Watch Live, and you will be able to see and participate. What's going on? Just give us about 20 seconds. And just a reminder, those that are watching, whenever we go to break, we have to mute the sound. Google has let me know my license does not cover that. Just be transparent.
Yeah.
Hey, Alpharetta's tuned in now too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We're trying to do it. That's support for you.
Thank you. Keep on.
So definitely, those who have not seen anything or may not be familiar with you.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're going to do a formal introduction. I saw a little bit about you. I wanted to at least let them know who I have, and I'm blessed to have in my presence. From screenwriter, director, producer, production assistant, production secretary, actor, and more, Bobby M. Peoples is a man of many talents. He salutes all pioneers in the pursuit of filmmaking. He believes that without their ingenious talents and visions, there will be no future, only a past for black films. In his early years, he completed several projects for DreamWorks, Touchstone Pictures, New Millennium, to name a few. Mr. Peoples continued to have faith in his career and eventually became the captain of his own destiny, thus heading his own flagship, the People's Film Company, now known as the People's Network. This is a place where he could write, produce, direct, not only his own work, but to aid others who cannot find the talent or resources to enter into their business. It says here that you are originally from Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah, I was born there.
You were born there?
Yeah, I was born there.
Okay, well that's real cool. Yeah. But welcome.
Well, thank you.
To the Bianca Burwell Show. We're so glad to have you and all those that are tuning in by way of watching us on our Google Hangout Live, and those that are listening to us, and those that are listening on the Listen Line. We got like about 14 platforms.
Wow. So they say you heard the show, they lying.
They're lying. They are lying.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. We do our best. So let me go back to the beginning. You see that you were born in Newark, New Jersey.
Yep. And
you're our only child.
Yes, by my mother.
By your mother.
I have 3 sisters, which are younger than I. As a matter of fact, my youngest sister actually younger than my own children.
Really?
Yeah.
All right now. So on your father's side, you said you have 3
sisters.
Older sisters.
3 younger sisters.
3 younger sisters. Okay, all right. So you're the oldest on one side and the only on the other.
Exactly.
How does that feel to have sisters there?
Well, I mean, since I'm like, 10, 30 years older than them, it's still like being the only child.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would be a generational gap.
Yeah, very big generational gap.
Yeah. So you're like, what?
Yeah.
What y'all dealing with? I'm dealt with that already.
Yeah, my kids going through the exact same thing, so I'm already there. So.
Right, like, you need to talk to your
Yeah, literally.
Right. Okay. Well, like I said, I'm just so glad that you are here because you're doing something in the community that I admire. And I love to see businesses owned by people who look like myself that are excelling and doing positive things. So you were raised by your grandparents while your mother was in the military.
Mm-hmm.
So how often were you then able to see her? Because my father is retired Master Sergeant in the United States Air Force. I know he was going a lot.
Well, while my mom was stationed in the military, I didn't really see her a lot of her. I mean, I didn't really live with her until I started to go into my 6th grade year. Yeah, so up between after 1st grade to 6th grade, first to 5th, I was with my grandparents for the most part, and then we went back to Jersey. I went to school there for a little bit, and came right back because around that time my grandmother had passed away. So we came back to Virginia to stay. And just stayed in Virginia from that point on until went to school in Philadelphia and Texas, and now I'm here in Atlanta.
It's great to have a strong family base that support you. Do you think that your grandparents aided in the direction that you ended up being in now?
I know my grandmother did, because all the time, my grandmother and I used to watch TV shows all the time, watch movies all the time. So I think those are my early memories with that. And then, when I was a kid, I had a little Star Wars and G.I. Joe men, so I used to pretend I was making movies then with those. So I always told my wife that I had a camera back then. I mean, you'd be no telling what kind of movies I would have made back then because my imagination was so vivid and so there with the toys. I was content playing in the yard by myself. No, not at all. So and through my age, I had another friend too named Leonardo. He was a little older than me, but we both did the same thing. So we would get together with our toys and pretend we were making movies and come up with storylines and plots and everything. So it was pretty fun.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That imagination. I don't see a whole lot of kids playing outside.
No. Well, you got Xbox and PlayStation. So,
right.
So everything they can do outside, they have to do on a computer now. So other than get the sun.
You're right. We are some vitamin D deficient type folk right now.
Exactly. So
just lacking the sun.
Yeah, and just sit around becoming couch potatoes. So I try to encourage my kids as much as I possibly can. Sometimes they go in one ear or the other. Sometimes they do it. Get exercise and just play, just run around. And so I just think they're missing that.
When was the first inclination that you had that going in the field that you're in, that's what you want to do?
Man. As young as I can remember. I mean, I've always wanted to be in entertainment. I think at that time I really wanted to be an actor. So, I would go to certain auditions that I can get to, or have somebody drop me off at, and I would never get the part. So, after years and years of frustration, I was like, forget this, man. I'm just going to do it myself because I feel as though no one's going to tell me I can't do it. And I know myself, I really want to do it. So, I just said, forget it. I was able to get on a few sets and learn some things. Paid and unpaid, and I just kind of watched what they were doing and took notes and decided to do it myself. I'm like, well, if they can do it, then I can do it.
Right.
So, and that's pretty much how it is. If you tell me no, then I'm going to figure out a way to how can I do it myself. Because if you're telling me no, then it's something that you don't want me to know. So that just intrigues me more. Okay, well, let me figure out myself then, and I can, know how to do it because by you telling me no makes me more interested in doing it.
Right. You're like, oh, no?
Yeah.
No? Okay, I got something for
you. Yeah, and I just have to go learn it, I research it, and I figure out how can I do it too and make it happen. I mean, that's how I came up with Cheap Flicks. Doing stuff, trying to get on Netflix and other platforms of some nature, and they kept telling me no, or you didn't have the right content. Well, I have fans, I have people who like my product, so you're trying to tell me they're that, those fans can't deserve to watch what I put out there. Okay, well, fine, I'll just figure out and do some research and create my own channel.
That's all right. And we're going to talk about that too because when I saw that, and I saw the logo, I think before I started chatting with you, we were already friends on Facebook. But when I saw that, I was like, I had in my mind, I'm going to talk to him. And then, other things are happening. I was like, I'm going to talk to him. And I was like, no, let me make it a point right now. Let me send him a message right now.
And I think I was trying to push other filmmakers on you.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I was trying to get you to interview some filmmakers that I was bringing up and working with. Because sometimes I don't have to take the spotlight. You know, I think my work speaks for itself. But there's other people out there do I support and help, and I think, you know, they deserve that spotlight just as much as people want to give to me. So I think I was pushing Tony and Natasha on you.
Yeah, you were.
And I don't know what happened between that deal, but you know, I'm still working with them. Actually, we work on some stuff this weekend and some stuff this summer with both of them. So I'm still gonna push them on you.
Not a problem, not a problem. But I was determined. I was gonna get you in the chair.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Definitely. Okay, so the support, being an entrepreneur. All right, we both know that things don't happen.
No.
And so take me through the process of when you first was like, did you have a regular job?
I've had regular jobs.
You gotta ask that nowadays. Like, did you work?
Yeah, I mean, believe it or not, I've always been in entertainment because I used to manage movie theaters.
Did you?
Yeah, I managed movie theaters off and on for the last 15, 16 years.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so I've always been around movies. I mean, just that long period of time in the projection booth. So I know I do all that stuff. So that was my background. I mean, you know. And I had a few other jobs that I can't talk about, but you know, because I don't know how old your viewers are, so I can't talk about them. But I had other jobs I was doing, so I mean, it's hard work. Luckily and fortunate enough for me that I have a supportive wife.
Yes.
I'm a supportive wife. She is definitely my backbone. Renee Peoples is definitely my backbone.
Renee, girl.
So, oh yeah, definitely. So without her, I don't think I could accomplish any of this stuff that I'm doing now. I mean, I was doing great before we met, but I think when her and I got together and the support and love that she showed me, it encouraged me to go forward.
That is key, especially being an entrepreneur and having something that you're passionate about.
Yes.
You know, if you don't have a supportive spouse, Lord, it's not easy.
Yeah, but trust me, it's not easy. Even with a supportive spouse, but it makes it, you know, less stressful having someone who you can talk to about what's going on and who feels and understands your pain because they're right there in the trenches with you. So
exactly,
it's definitely something that I encourage. And like I said, my wife and I, you know, we've been married 6 years in July. Yeah, and this is both our second marriage, and you know, and we're doing something new. I mean, if you look at some of our Facebook posts, we're trying to make marriage look cool again.
Okay.
You know, because it's something I heard on the radio about, you know, Beyonce dancing all crazy on the video with Jay-Z. Well, like, well, that's her husband. So if she can't be, you know, sexual with her husband, there's a problem. There's a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because I always thought, like, you know, these rappers or these singers had these music videos and they all want these girls. Like, but how do their wife feel about that? I'm like, or is their wife, or do they feel their wife is beautiful enough to be a model or to do that? So I'm like, you know, what's the problem is? So I'm like, my wife is beautiful. There's no other woman beautiful than her. You know what I'm saying? So that, you know, if I become a rapper,
you get all kinds of points.
Yeah.
Even if you wasn't in the doghouse right now, you get all kinds of points today.
Oh well, you know what? One thing that we had because you know in my studio, somebody was doing a talk show there. It was about relationships. I called my niece Tessie. She was doing a talk show there, and it was about relationships. And one of the guests on there said something that kind of sparked something in Renee and I. Now that we start doing it now. The first thing we do when we get up in the morning, we say good morning, beautiful, good morning, handsome to one another because we heard other people say that's a good term of endearment.
Yes, it is.
You know, just to wake up and that's the first thing you say to each other.
Right.
Good morning, beautiful, good morning, sexy, or whatever.
Right.
And you know, and it puts a smile on your face, and whatever you might be going through or come through that day, you reflect back to that. Then you think, wow, my wife thinks I'm sexy, my wife thinks I'm handsome, and she can think the same thing because I tell her every morning. And it's not something forced. It's something that, hey, you know,
that is good.
That's how we do it.
That is a wonderful thing. My goodness. Me and my husband need to say, hey, and I know you listening, man.
Yeah, man.
I want to hear that in American.
There you go. I mean, it's just three little words. Good morning, husband. Good morning, sexy. Good morning, beautiful. I mean, just those words, and that's all you need.
Oh, man.
Hey, I love you too.
Renee is, for those who are listening, she just chimed in on the Q&A box there and said, love you, baby. That is so cute. He getting points, lady. He working it out over here today. Okay, now, what kind of role does she have in the company? You guys work together, right? She's
a 50-50 partner.
What up?
She's a 50-50 partner. I mean, her values and opinions count just as much as mine do. And sometimes she make better sense out of it than I do. Because, you know, sometimes I see one-dimensional, so I'm looking straight forward, and she's looking to surround it. So she can see what I don't see because I'm so focused on one thing, and she can see the things that I'm overlooking.
So isn't that great?
Yeah,
somebody
definitely.
that you can bounce off of.
Exactly.
And they can tell you, you know what, you might want to.
Right. You might want to chill out on that one and do this, or hey, you sound a little harsh on that one. I mean, she tell me all the time, hey, honey, you were harsh. I'm like, but she knows that's not me. But she said sometimes I might come off harsh sometimes, but without her telling me that, pointing out to me, I would not be aware of it.
Exactly. You gotta have that outside opinion, that those eyes other than yours.
Yes, definitely.
I might have been creating a graphic that I think is just on point. Husband come up like, what is that? Really?
Yeah. Exactly. But you want them to tell you the truth too. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You don't want them to be like, oh, honey, that's beautiful. Then you get out the door like, why you let me get out the door? Right. Why you let me put it out there like that?
Do that to me.
Like my wife, I think I dressed myself pretty well. I think I did. Okay. But she thinks it's totally different. But hey.
She like sometimes But you know what though? As a wife, sometimes our dear husbands, it might be that favorite shirt that I'll be like, look now, let's go and put that down for a little while.
Well, see, me, it's shoes. I don't like wearing shoes. Like right now, I don't have no shoes on. So.
Oh, that mercy. I don't like
to wear shoes. So like we go places and I have flip flops in the car. I'm like, hey, look, I just gotta take my shoes off.
Okay.
If I get to go somewhere, I just slip on the flip flops. Okay, right there. So.
Now that is funny.
Yeah.
She's
probably embarrassed, right? She's embarrassed right now.
Yeah, she probably thinks she probably ain't gonna even type nothing. Like, I'm gonna just let him alone right now. We'll just leave that alone. So, what was the first company that you created?
The People's Film Company.
Okay.
That was the people. When I first branched off from New Millennium, was the last big production company I ever worked for. I started my own company called the People's Film Company, and I did my first film called Ghost Rider. Oh. And it tell you behind that, the story about because I don't think I had all the equipment when I was a camera that I bought from Walmart. $300 camera, and a laptop that my mom had bought me from the pawn shop.
Hey,
so that's all I had. I mean, I didn't have nothing else, no microphones, no lights, no nothing else. So, and I wrote a script based around a possessed laptop.
Okay.
So, I had the camera and the laptop, and I got all these people to come help me out and do it, and I did it. And it was supposed to be a horror film, but you watch it now, it was like one of the most funniest things you ever saw. It was just one of those things. And so, a friend of mine, because I was also back then, truth be told, I used to rap.
Did you?
Yeah, I used to rap.
And, some hip hop?
What kind
of what? The East Coast?
No, it was more. It was more. Back then, I was Coogee rap heavy, not gangster rap, but more on the sexual tip rap. All my stuff was very sexual in nature, very. That's all I knew. I wasn't no gangster, I wasn't no killer, but I knew about sex. So I was like, I could talk about that. That's it. So, but me and the engineer that I was working at the time, we became really good friends. And the building, it was like a building like this. It was a lot of offices in it, and one of the offices was a dentist. Oh. Okay. So he hooked me with this dentist friend of his who was in the same building. We made a deal, we became good friends, and he put the money up to do my second film called What I Love. Oh. Which is like a $5,000 budget. That's all we had, $5,000 budget. We had to rent equipment and stuff like that. And we did that movie and we put it out there to get distributed or whatever, and we got picked up by Image Entertainment. Oh, hi. Yeah, and they gave us a $25,000 advance. Right. Yeah, to do the project. And so that was great for a $5,000 investment. Yeah. So but it took us about almost a year to get that deal, to get it ironed out. I mean, it was some stuff that we had to work on our end. But once it got it ironed out, that's what it turned out to be. Obviously, I didn't get the $25,000 because I didn't put the money up. Gotcha. But that's just how it goes. But I learned a lot from that, and and then moved to Atlanta and to work on some other projects, and that's where I met. I worked on. I met some friends here. Tarjetta Rose. And my first project here was called What a Real Christian Please Stand. It was a short film, about 10 minutes long. Not even that long. And she came on audition. Like, everyone who came to audition got cast, but I didn't know nobody. No one knew me. So, but I had a little bit more equipment, and I had something on my belt. I had like 2 projects on my belt. Plus one that was actually in Walmart and Blockbuster at the time. So that was cool. So everyone who came to audition got cast. But Tarjetta and I, we became really good friends after that. And she came back to me because she also started writing and wanted to do her own things too. And her and her mom did a play called Deliverance in the House. And her and Renee had already knew each other. They were friends with her from another production company, whatever. I'm not gonna go into that one because there's a whole lot of story behind that one. All right. But they became friends. They asked me to help them shoot the project to make the play into a movie. So I do that. Yeah. And I met Renee for the first time on the first day of shooting. and she was working. She'd already heard of me and everything like that. She said, "Well, what can I audition for you?" And I said, "Well, let this be your audition."
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, "Wow, she could act. She's beautiful. She's sexy." Because at the time, like, I would never do the actress. That was my whole thing. And I'm like, I want to marry an actress.
Okay.
But I was like, I'm never going to be the actress. I mean, I'm just totally against that. And so, after that happened, we became really good friends. At the time, I was, when my first wife was separated, was she was very sick. She had passed away. But so I had children with that relationship. So and I needed a babysitter because I was still working, doing what I had to do. So I asked Renee, would she mind watching them for me? And so she became like the part-time babysitter.
Yeah, Renee?
Yeah, Renee was watching my children.
The woman you married to right now, Renee.
Yes.
All right now.
Yep. So she wanted to be the babysitter, and she became my best friend. I mean, we just came talking, and one thing led to another. We did another movie called Party Cloud together that a guy named Jermaine Camille had wrote. And I cast her for one of the parts in the movie, and I thought she did the part so well. Mm-hmm. And it was funny because we were still dating, and the first day of shooting that particular project, she had to do a love scene with somebody.
The second day?
The first day.
The first day.
She had to do a love scene with somebody. I mean, which is pretty cool. I mean, I'm not tripping over that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's just not me and my nature. But people sit there and laugh about it. I'm like, how did you let your now wife, your then girlfriend, do this love scene? Like. Yeah. Well, when I first met her, she was an actress. You know what I'm saying? That's what she loves. That's her passion.
All right.
So I'm not going to come and stop her from doing what she loves to do, like she would not stop me from doing what I love to do.
Exactly.
So I would think for midgets. She don't stop me from looking at midgets. That is how that works out. I don't stop her from kissing men on camera. She don't stop me from looking at midgets in public.
I'm sorry. I was so not expecting that. You threw me off my whole little game. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, let's try to pull it back together. We're going to take a quick break. That's cool.
That's fine.
When we come back, because I'm going to make sure we get you out on time.
Yeah.
When we come back, I'm going to talk about cheap flicks.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about, what you think about the film industry right now and the type of images that they put out there of African Americans. Things of that nature. So keep it locked right here on the Bianca Burwell Show. We'll be back after this. You see light, cold white.
Oh, okay.
It will be off my whole little thing.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. We'll be back, y'all. Okay. Work the Beat Josh Radio.
What about the ladies? I know some ladies that.
Hey, how are you? We are live on the air right now. Did you want to? Oh, okay. You listen to the show?
Man, I've been putting all this stuff on my face.
I'm waiting at you. See you in 20 seconds. All right, we're about to cut right back in. Did you want to make a comment? You are tuned in to the Bianca Burwell Show on the Beatdrops Radio, your top 40 pop and R&B station, the new beat of Atlanta. We have a caller on the line that I'm gonna bring in. Is that all right?
Sure.
You know, when they catch you like that, you kind of, you know. This is Terrence Hudson that's on the line right now. He's gonna be coming in tomorrow. What's going on, Terrence?
How y'all doing out there?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Everything's going on at one time. Everything at one time, building up the industry for the next generation.
All right.
Terrence is gonna be he's a owner of let me make sure, Music Biz Docs. Is it .com?
musicbiz.com, MUSICBIZDOTS.com. And what we basically provide company startup services for the music industry, multiple services, you know, the LLCs, the corporations, record labels, production companies, publishing, ringtones, management, event promotion, provide all the documents, contracts you need to get started, handle your operations, taking care of take the registration of the company and all this space. And we also provide legal counsel and security and international distribution and also on our site. We get everything done so it's less than $200 for us.
Awesome.
They'll provide something for the people to come on all players and music. We literally can legitimize.
And I think that's something that's needed. I appreciate you. He's going to be coming on the show on tomorrow. We got a special promo code specifically for our listeners.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sweet.
That's what we're going to be doing. So tomorrow, Terrence will be in the building.
All right, Terrence.
God bless you. I'm going to maintain my vibration of that positive thing.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate all of that. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
All right. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was like, yeah, we going right back into that break. I'm going to throw him on the air.
There you go. We call it a perfect time.
Yeah. Whether he wanted to be on the air right then or not, you was doing. So before the break,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I wanted to ask you, like, how Cheap Flicks and all that came into being, what was the process, and what your thoughts are as far as the images that we see. I know there's two different things, you know, so we'll start with the first one.
Okay, well, Cheap Flicks, basically, it came to me because, matter of fact, Natasha, one of the people that I want to hook you up with, her husband he's very smart, like one of the smartest guys I've ever met or know,
Wow.
and he's good with computers and coding and all that stuff, and he did an app for Apple. Yeah, he did an app. So I'm like, well, hey, could you do an app for, you know, for streaming stuff and on TV or actually at the time for an app? And he said, yeah, you can do it with some thought. And I said, oh, okay, interesting. Then I came back a couple days later and said, hey, could you do an app for television? I mean, for a television thing. And I showed some stuff that, you know, I was thinking about. And he said, yeah, he can do it, you know. And he was like, you know, he had the time, you know, in his spare time to mess around with it and do it, and he would do it. I said, well, if you can do this, man, let's, you know, become partners with this and do this thing, because I believe this is something where the future is going with streaming video. I mean, because, and I'll put this example now, there's an exception to the rule, but like, when was the last time you bought a DVD?
I think the last time I bought a DVD was when Blockbuster was really doing it big. So what was that, like 5 years ago?
Okay, so when last time you streamed a movie or rented a DVD?
Oh no, I stream all the time.
See, and so that's where the market is going to. So what's happening is that filmmakers won't have the money or don't have the chance of getting to a distributor, because distributors are not really paying for, you know, content like they used to be back in the day. Like that deal I got back in, you know, 4 or 5 years ago for my first film, second film. They don't do the kind of deals anymore. I mean, that was probably the last deal that ever get done like that.
Wow.
I mean, literally. So
I thought about it from that perspective.
yeah.
Right.
So creating a platform where though it's still streaming and it's still the same. It's still the idea of the future, but also the same techniques from the past.
Mm-hmm.
Because Cheapflix is also a distribution company. So basically, stuff that's on our channel are distributed worldwide.
Mm.
Well, nationwide, obviously. But but in the sense that they get paid just for being on the site.
Mm.
So basically, so if no one watches your content, now obviously, if no one's watching ever, we take it off. but if your stuff is on the page, and we got subscribers paying a monthly service, then you're owed royalty for that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, if people pay $8.99 for Netflix, but no other, the filmmakers are not making any money off of that, because what happens to distributors is they get paid a lump sum, and that's it. Do they distribute it back to the filmmakers? Probably not. My movie's on Netflix. I haven't seen any money from Netflix.
Wow.
Netflix hasn't paid me.
So they don't cut a check back to?
No, I mean they probably cut to the distributor, but the distributor's going to put up in so much. Hey, well, we did marketing, we did promotion, so they tied up and say, well, we don't owe you anything because the money that was paid, we had to pay, or they paid us. Mm-hmm. We use that, to get it on there. Yeah. So which is fine. I mean, I'm cool with that. Wow. So but now I'm thinking, well, but it's still royalties. In my sense. So if I got people paying $4.99 a month to subscribe to my channel, and they can see anything they want,
right,
then I think that whoever on the channel should get a piece of that. That's fair.
That's actually fair. Cool. Because the people that are the content providers,
right?
The content providers are going to, like, if I submitted content, I'm going to let people know. Look, my content is here. This is how you see it. This is how you watch it.
So you're now a salesman. So when you get when we pay you monthly, that's basically your commission check.
Exactly.
That's your commission for that month for being a subscriber. I mean, being a content provider.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how it works.
You better find a need and fill it.
Yeah. So I mean, that's exactly what we did. So there's so many filmmakers. There are filmmakers out there who got some great content. Yeah. I mean, wonderful stuff, wonderful storyline, but they don't have the star power. No, not the star power. Because most of the distributors now, they want to see somebody, a movie that has a name face to it, to even give you some kind of royalty. And they might take your movie, but you might not get a dime from it. So yeah, what's the person having your movie on Netflix and on the shelves at Walmart, but you ain't make a dime from it? That's right. You know what I'm saying? So what's that purpose?
No, there is none whatsoever.
Exactly. So with Cheapflix, we want to say, hey, look, we're still in the same competition with Netflix. We're still getting our content out there to same people who subscribe to Netflix, Hulu. Same people who have expendable dollars, paid $4 a month, or $5 a month, and now you get part of that. That's not a lot. And they get to see all the content on there for free. Now it's up to them to decide they want, if your artwork is great enough for them to capture their attention to do that. But one thing about us, we're non-exclusive. So at any point that a better deal comes out your way, hey, call us up. Hey, we can't, legally we can't have it on the site no more. We take it down. So you can walk away at any time. So we don't tie your hands to anything. So, we're looking for content. We're looking for documentaries. We're looking for short feature films. We're looking for some reality shows and some radio shows. So we're looking for those kind of content to be on there because, there's a fan base out there. Yeah. So also think about this too, is that, okay, you might have somebody who's in California, we do content in California for a project from Levi Otis, because this web series called Underpaid. We got the first season on there, and he's actually in production of the second season. So, but he's out in California. So now we got content from Atlanta. So what's happening is that we got a fan base from Atlanta and we got fans from California. So what happens is they on the content say, okay, now I can get the fans from Atlanta to watch a California show and vice versa. Exactly. So now when he put out something else, they have a following understanding of him. Right. So now when Hollywood does come knocking, he already has a fan base behind him. It's already built in fan base. So that's what we're trying to do. We want people. We want Hollywood to be.
In essence, you are a distribution.
Yeah, we're distributors.
Yeah.
But we also want to present the world to the next A-listers, the next big thing. Because actors, we have tons of actors on there too who've done multiple projects with multiple producers on there. So when as a subscriber or a customer, you might say, wow, this is a good actor. I like him or her. Wow, he's in this movie too. Wow. So now you become that person's fan. So now when the person gets to Hollywood, he already has a fan base. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to create our own stars, basically.
I think you're gonna do that.
Well, that's what we want to do. That's our main goal and concern is to create our own stars, and so that way when the distributors like the big boys say, hey, who's in your movie? Well, hey, you never heard about this person? They all on cheap flicks. They all on this, and they got hundreds of people buying their stuff. So now we create what we want to have out there. So we take control of that, and that's what cheap flicks is all about. So we want to create those memories and those support team and systems for those people.
You know, I got a few questions for you, dumbass. Offline.
Okay.
So, what do you think about the images that are being put out by Hollywood about, you know, folks that look like you and I?
I mean, there's not enough, obviously. I mean, and the thing about Hollywood, and one thing that we do with Chief Flicks is that our movies are independent, so we don't have the money for big budget, you know, explosions and stuff like that. So we have to rely on story.
Right.
So there are a lot of stories to be told, original stories to be told. So what Hollywood doesn't do, they won't tell an original story. They rather just remake something that made them money. They don't want to take a chance on that because they need to put so much money into a project to make it happen. You know, because they got to pay Brad Pitt $50 million. They got to pay, you know, whoever actor, Will Smith, all this kind of money. So they want to put millions of dollars behind it. But if it's not a story that they think people are gonna like, or they're afraid to do because it's so new, they don't. You know, they're about to say, you know what? We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do Men in Black 3, which sucked.
Wow.
No, they do that because it's a built-in franchise. When the last time you seen a black superhero? You know, I mean, besides Blade, and that whole deal went south, you know, for whatever reason. Yeah. But it could have been a great franchise. I mean, what they're doing now is what what's the trying to do with Blade back then. Wow. You know what I'm saying? Because he had, I mean, look at the first Blade and the second Blade. Yeah. You know, they were pretty much the same thing as the Avenger and all that. I mean, they was pretty much on the same track. It was a little bit darker, like Batman was. But you know, the thing about it was that they felt that no one wanted to see the black superhero. Like, go take it further back, Seth MacFarlane, who did Spawn with Michael J. White. Yes. Great show, and great actor. But, you know, they didn't want to do it. You know, they didn't want to put the money behind it because they felt that we wasn't watching it. But that's a great... Everybody I know. Yeah, that was a great show. I mean, like, and think about it, I can't see somebody else being Spawn but Michael J. White. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because he did such a phenomenal job on it. But Hollywood don't want to give him that money, that break for whatever reason. I don't know, because...
How do they make that determination?
Well, it's a business. I mean, you know, and I hate to say this, but the bootleggers kind of shoots us in the foot. I mean, think about it. You got this new movie coming out, and like, well, and the guy at the barbershop who got it a week early, going to sell you for $5. Are you going to go stay in line, pay $10 with your date, and go see it, or not? You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got that, and you got to think about it. When it comes to African American film, those are the ones who get bootlegged the most. So it's like the how they did the records back in the day. You know, when Motown, well, not to say Motown, but companies like that back in the day, they did that. You know, they was
bootleg their own stuff.
Exactly. They said one price in the front and was selling for cheaper out the back, but it was the same person pressing them up. Wow. You know what I'm saying? But you got to think about it. I see some of these bootleg DVDs. I'm like, hold up, you got the opening tag logo on it. You know, these are not people just in the theater watching with the camera. This is like the opening logo. I mean, this had everything that's actually on the DVD. I think I saw one had chapter names on it. Really? Yeah, I'm like, so yeah. I mean, you know, I understand technology is crazy, but you know, somebody is helping you out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it ain't us. You know, somebody, hey, they're gonna get their money regardless. So, and it's a business. Wow. So until we start thinking of it as a business and going about that way, then it's always gonna be like that. But Chief Flicks is $5 a month, so you can watch all the movies you want. You know what I'm saying, for that one monthly price. You know what I'm saying? That's on there.
So how would a person? Is there a process right now as far as gaining membership? What do we need?
Well, right now we're still in the beta testing right now, and we're in beta testing because we want to make sure that the platform does not fail. Okay. And right now the testing is doing pretty well. You know, we want to have 100,000 people on there, and then the 100,001 it shuts down. We don't want that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. But I mean, you know, right now we were having people upload their content to the site, but we're going to take that service down because that's taking a lot of our bandwidth, and we want to keep that. So we're having people send us the content via DVD, snail mail, or a Dropbox if you already condensed your project. What about Google Drive? I just started using Google Drive, and it's pretty cool because I can use it on my phone. Yes, indeed. Yeah, so I just started using that because I had a content I wanted to show people in my class because I'm also in night school too. Just something to do. I only said that's something to do because my wife encouraged me to do it because, to be honest with you guys, I don't have the GED. I don't have any kind of degree in anything. So, well, I didn't graduate. You know what I'm saying?
Give you an honorary.
Well, you would think, right? But I never graduated, so I'm going to school now to learn network system administration. So I could work in school and finish up my film degree and all that stuff. I figure I've already done that. I know that. There's not much you can teach me more than that.
Pay money to.
Right. So, but now I have chief flicks, so being in computers is something I need to know because that's where the market is going. That's where my business is going. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can make films all day long. You know what I'm saying? I got movies right now I need to release, so I can do that. That's not a problem. But I want to be diverse with though something goes down in my system and my partner Kurt, he needs help or he's overwhelmed. I can jump right in. Boom, we got it. You know what I'm saying? So that way, all the weight is not on him. And granted, I can't write code. I mean, that's just something that there's like a whole new language.
Yeah. I'm maybe gonna try to trade in that territory.
Yeah, and also my wife does it too. So my wife does actually.
Girl.
So yeah,
Just
and she's the one who encouraged me to do it because I hear her stuff. She does at work sometimes, and I like, oh, it's pretty interesting. So if I have a question, or something like that, I can ask her because she has a bachelor's degree. You know, so she's good. She's pretty good money doing it. I'm like,
y'all are a good team.
Yeah, well,
I haven't even met her, but I think y'all are a good team.
Thank you. I got lucky. Well, she got lucky. I'm not sure.
Y'all both got lucky. Y'all found one another. Y'all both got lucky.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay, baby. It's in the beta.
It's in the beta test right now. We're looking to launch at the end of this month.
Okay.
Because like I said, we're looking at launch at the end of the month. So we're
a whole launch event?
Maybe we might do a soft launch first. You know, do a soft launch. We got getting marketing in place. We got a few investors looking at it. They see the platform. They like what we're doing. They like our concept. So they're very interested in seeing what we got to go with that.
Well, let us know because I would love to. If we're not already convinced, so I'd love to cover it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, once I know for sure how things go, we're gonna do the soft launch first, and hopefully the soft launch is really good. Then we'll probably do something for the summer.
That'd be great.
You know, and I would definitely give you a heads up on that.
Please.
See heads up on that because I want you to be other partners and stuff like yeah. I don't. People think that it's just me. It's not me. There's a bunch of people behind me who support me, who are my partners and business partners, who actually help me grow. Oh yeah, no doubt. From Chief Lakes, I got Natasha and Kurt Amy. From Chestertown, we got Algie Sela, we got Tajada Rose, we got Elizabeth Woodward, and you got my beautiful wife. Then with the People's Network, that's just me and my beautiful wife. So those are the three companies that I am co-owner of. They're not two companies that I just own by myself. I mean, I do split responsibility with them. I think what happened is that I'm one of the most vocal ones out of the group. That's why people seem to think that. I can see that. See, that's just me, but it's totally not. I mean, trust me. We have meetings at Chestertown, and we vote, and I get outvoted all the time.
They say no, Bobby.
Yeah, so I get outvoted all the time, but I mean, I respect them. They respect my wishes too. So, but we're like family, and I'm glad my business partners are like that because there's people who I can do business with, and then those are people who feel comfortable watching my children when I'm going to take my wife, or vice versa. Right. So that's the kind of family friendship that we have.
Yes.
So then, going on with that. And also my brother DeWitt Jones, so he's also a filmmaker too.
And before you leave and give your contact information, is there any advice that you can give to somebody that's coming along and might be following the path that you went on, but might be in that discouraged point?
If someone tells you no, then find a way to do it yourself. Don't wait for don't keep doing it for a yes. People say that you get a million no's so you get that one yes. That's true. But also create like I said, if the door is locked, bust the window. You know what I'm saying? So create those opportunities yourself. And then once you start doing that, then those doors that were once locked, and those people who kept saying are going to say, hold up, we're not going to let this person come up behind us and be next. Who is behind us now? They're right next to us, and we not get a piece of that. Right. So you trust me, you're going to be in meetings and competition with people who told you no. So don't just take no and say, okay, well, I'm keep going to get no. Yeah, keep going, but keep going and make those own opportunities yourself, because that's the only way that me personally I was taken serious. I'm like, tell me no if you want to. Okay, I speak another language right now. I just changed the language. So your no might mean yes.
Be like, no, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, okay, so we're going to do it.
Exactly. And trust me, do the research, because other than having money in your pocket, there's nothing that you really can't do. People say, well, I want to do a movie if I get this camera, that camera. I say, well, do a movie with the camera that you have and keep writing until you get enough money behind you, enough support behind you to get the camera you want. Because if you keep waiting till that camera comes, till you get that camera, by the time that you get the money, a newer camera came out.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Newer piece of, yeah, exactly. So you'll always be working for something that always going to keep going. It's not going to slow down. And by the time you get the money to buy the camera, you're like, man, this is the old camera now. I don't even want it no more. So keep going. You know, don't wait, and and don't be afraid to make mistakes. Especially if you didn't go to film school, make your movie. Is that you need to make mistakes, because if you don't, you won't know where your mistakes are for the next film.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So if you look at each film, should be a progression. Even big Hollywood films have some mistakes in them.
Right.
But your films is not going to be perfect all the way around. No, I don't care if you're a perfectionist or not. It's impossible to be 100% perfect, because you don't have the money or the resources to do it.
Exactly.
So just keep doing it, and then keep focusing. Okay, I made a mistake on this one. Lighting was bad, sound was bad. Okay, cool. I know what I did wrong. Next film, I'm not going to make those same mistakes because I already know it. I have a base to build from. So that's what I would say, dude. Just keep going. Never take no for a no. Just take that as, okay, you tell me no because it's something that you don't want me to know, and I want to know.
How can people get in contact with you, follow you?
I'm definitely on Facebook, movie producer Bobby Peoples. You can find me on that. I'm on Instagram at The Peoples Network. I'm on Twitter, but I don't know my Twitter name. But if you follow me on Instagram, I'm pretty sure you can find me on Twitter. Also, you go to cheapflixtv.com. The Cheap Flicks with a KS. You can go to ChestertownStudios.com. Go to Chestertown. We also do event rentals. So
I saw
yeah,
that.
so if you want to do
now,
where it's in Douglasville.
In Douglasville.
Yeah, it's right, and it's right off of 20. People, I mean, trust me. People say I don't want to drive to Douglasville. If you're going on 20, and once you get up on exit 37, you make a left, and it's the next light. So literally, we're really off the highway. People think you're in Douglasville, you got to go all these cuts and stuff like. We're really off the highway. Like, I can throw a rock from my front door and hit 20.
How close are you to Six Flags?
We're 3 exits past Six Flags.
3 exits past, okay.
Yeah.
I have to do that visual reference.
3 exits, because Six Flags is exit 46.
Okay.
So then you got Thornton Road, you got Lee Road, and you got Fairburn Road.
Yes. Okay.
So we off of Fairburn Road. Get off exit 37, make a left, and the second light, because you go over the bridge, that's the first light, and then not even a block, the second light. If you get to Quick Trip, you went too far. And you can see Quick Trip there. So we do rent, we can rent for birthday parties, comedy shows, male exotic dance, female reviews. We do revivals. I mean, we got movie screenings there.
You got to do revival after the
female
review.
You never know, because on Saturdays, we got church too. We have the 2 churches on Sunday.
Really?
Yeah. So
okay,
on Sunday, so we might have a party on Saturday night. We clean up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, preparing for church on Sunday. So you never know what happened that Saturday night. If you got to go to church, you got to do a lot of praying before they actually start getting to service. But I mean, that is how it is. But if you want to come and trust me, we're all filmmakers. So, and we all in entertainment field. So it's not like something that's gonna try to hit your pockets. We want to make sure that you're successful in it.
Right.
We've had fashion shows there.
Really?
Yes. I mean, we could sit 130 people in there comfortably.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we do plays there, screenings there. Got a nice little sound system there, so we can do it.
Media Arts Summer Camp.
Oh yeah. My wife said, we have a summer camp too, coming up June 2nd. So we teach kids art. We teach kids filmmaking, acting for stage and film. We also have dance. So it's a summer camp, and I believe it's $120 a week or $125. I'm not sure.
Is there an age?
It's from 5 to 14 or 5 to 15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we got this summer camp going on, and it's from 6:30 in the morning to 6 in the evening. So it's like daycare, basically. You drop your kids off before you go to work. You can pick them up on your way home.
All right now.
And we take them on a field trip every week. So we go to like maybe CNN building, we go to the movies,
that's cool.
Stuff like that, and it's free breakfast and lunch. So I mean, we do everything. We provide all the services. Last year we had over 40 kids there. Oh wow. So we expect them to have those same 40 kids, and hopefully more than that. We do scholarships. We do also we're CAP approved. So if you have CAPs, you can get the kids coming in there for CAPs. We do recommend that they want to be in the art field. I mean, because that's what we do all day. Like I said, we have a recording studio in there too. So we do sound. Yeah, we do soundtracks, sound recording studios. The kids did a song. We did a music video for.
That's all right.
So, yeah, so everything to do with media art, that's what we do. So and just look us up, and all the information is on ChestertownStudios.com. The classes start on June 2nd, which is a Monday, right? $120 a week.
Okay.
Yeah, I say I'm bad with numbers.
That's all right. That's all right.
But yeah, so that's how we do that there. And it's fun. I mean, granted, if you think I'm funny now, I'm just how I am with your kids. I'm very funny, and the kids love me for whatever reason. I don't know why, but they do. The kids love me. We have fun. You know, we do crazy stuff together. The kids last year we did like 7 short independent films, short films that we screened at the end of the summer camp. So we have like this big old fundraiser to show what the kids did all summer and stuff like that. So you know we do those kind of things, and it's pretty much it is spearheaded by we're doing it for the kids. I mean we're trying to create those next. Like so, Chief said, we creating stars. We create those next level of filmmakers too.
Indeed, man. Well, I appreciate you so much for spending time with us today.
Oh no, I thank you for having me on. I mean, this has been fun.
Yeah. All right, I see. She helping you out.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying.
She said, "Let me hurry up and type this before we go home."
I love you, baby. Thank you.
I love it. I appreciate it, and all the people that have been listening in, and also too in 93 in Toledo 93.1 FM.
Toledo.
Yes,
all right. Yeah. Oh, good shot. I know my big brother John is listening out there. John Sanders. He does a show at Town. He does his own talk show there.
Oh, hi.
It's called the John Sanders Show, and we also have Doug Level. He does a show out there too. But they do Ustream, so they're not. You know, not as glamorous as this, but they got their own, and you know they're doing their thing. And I love what they're doing. My political stuff going there too, because I'm a political buff. but you know, I might run for mayor of Douglasville. I just gotta clean up my past first. You know, make sure that I don't want anybody digging up dirt.
You know they open up all kinds.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know that time with the prostitutes. I was like, man, but she told me she was 18. You know, it's something like that. So I gotta make sure I got all that stuff taken care of, pay all the right people. I might run for mayor of Douglasville.
That's funny. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. We got some more stuff coming up, some current events, weird news, all that kind of stuff. You know how we do it here on the Bianca Burwell Show. And take some pictures of you.
Okay, no problem. Got some shout outs? I got my girl lady D out there. I got D. I know they're listening to me right now. Renee obviously listening to me. Tessie out there. I hope she's listening to me. Everybody on Facebook who's been following me thus far, who's been following my career, thank you for following me. The ones who follow me and don't talk to me, well, I hope y'all listening to this too. But I just want to thank you, Bianca, for being persistent and getting me on the show. So I'm glad I did, have time to do it. So I'm happy to. Also, my friend and partner and protege, Jay Ward, out there. Look out for him. He's another filmmaker I'm working with.
Oh, okay, cool.
And DeWitt Jones, obviously. Al C. Love, my boy. Charles Copeland. If I missed your name, sorry. She rushed me off the show.
I ain't doing that, y'all. I would have him here long, but I know he got
I got to pick up wife in a few minutes, and she don't like to be late, and it's hot outside too, and I can't have her sitting outside.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want that. Making sure that we miss no comments.
Yeah, but anyway, thank y'all for following us, and definitely support Bianca for the show. I mean, she's doing some good things. She's already got mass support, so after the show, still continue to follow what she's doing. She's doing great things here.
Thank you.
And hopefully, after we can talk about this, she might be a part of Chief Rick's family. We can make that happen.
You know what I'm saying?
So we'll see. But hopefully, you guys, see the love that we have and the camaraderie that we want to build each other up and not tear each other down.
Yes, indeed. So keep your lock right here on the Bianca Burwell Show. We'll be back after this.
All right.
I appreciate you, man.
Thank you. Oh.
Appreciate y'all for watching too. Stay tuned in because my show ain't over now. Gotta let That's Little Mo featuring Fabulous right here on the Bianca Burwell Show. I appreciate you guys for hanging out. And also, I do have to say that I appreciate so much for movie maker, producer, entrepreneur, owner, Bobby Peoples for coming out and spending time with us. We're definitely going to have him back when he can stay like the whole show, because he has so much. If you guys were listening, he has so much to offer. And of course, I'm trying to ask him 50,000 questions before he walks out the door, but I appreciate him so much. You are tuned into the Bianca Burwell Show. If you haven't done it already, please like us on Facebook. If you don't know how to get there, just go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com, and there's an F there for Facebook. Click it, it'll take you right there. Click like, share it with your friends, follow us on Twitter at BeatDropsRadio, and also my Instagram is Bianca_Burwell. I don't know if you guys had the opportunity to look at the situation that's taking place with Jada Pinkett Smith and her daughter, but Jada is doing like a documentary right now on CNN, and with this whole thing that's happening with the capture of the Nigerian schoolgirls. I'm pretty sure by this time everybody should have heard about this by now, but there were Nigerian schoolgirls that were taken by this crazy individual that is doing all kinds of rants. But at any rate, his goal is, as he says, is to sell the girls and marry them off. They do forced marriages over there in Nigeria. And these schoolgirls, I believe, they range in age from 14 to 17 or 18. So they're relatively young, and there were a few of them that were able to get away. And the ones that were able to get away, it said that they realized when they heard all of the commotion and all of the fighting or guns and all that, and them come in, they made it seem as if they were rescuing them, but they figured out that no, this isn't the right situation. This is not good. So they were able to actually get away, and their account was maybe about 20 or so that girls that had died from snake bites and others that were ill. So, you know, there is just a whole lot going on. I believe now President Obama has chimed in, and he has offered the help to the Nigerian government in getting the girls back. But I'm going to say this. We had Chong Kim. She is a survivor of human trafficking, and she came on the Bianca Burwell Show when she did her last media tour. There is a movie out right now about her life, Abduction of Eden. Abduction of Eden, that is the name of it. You can key it into YouTube and look at the trailer to see the things that she went through, and she shared so much, a lot of things that I myself was ignorant to, and that's why I appreciated her for coming on. But she shined a lot of light on human trafficking and all of that, and she is going to be coming back again here soon. She'll be making another media tour, and we are one of the stops. Now, Jada Pinkett is doing something right now on human trafficking, a documentary, and there was a picture that surfaced of her daughter, Willow. And the picture that surfaced was posted on Instagram, and it's looking quite, you know, I don't even know. It's an actor, last name is Arias. He's 20 years old, and he's shirtless in this particular thing. He's sitting up in bed. Willow is laying down in bed. It's black and white. And Willow is 13 years old. So when this came out, of course, there's a humongous storm, media-wise, like, what in the what? Now, if you don't already know, Jada and Will feel like, and they have gone on record saying, that they don't believe in punishment for that they want to give their children as much control over their lives as humanly possible. Now, some people may agree, some people may not agree. I'm not from that school. I'm definitely part of the school of you need to be told and talked to, and you know, but and there's some things that you need to know about growing up, some truths and some hard stuff. I'm trying to clean it up that you guys need to consider as you're growing up, and also about the real world. Now, the life that they're living, of course, you know, they're afforded a lot more privileges than you and I. I'm sure that everybody that is listening can agree. So that's their parenting. They feel like they should be able to make these decisions. So people in this surfaced not that long ago. I want to say it might have been earlier this week that this picture surfaced. So people are like, how in the world are you going to have, or not say anything about your daughter who's 13 being laying in the bed with a young man who's 20 and take a picture and it's on there. So Jada has finally said something. This is as of about 4 hours ago. I look at all kinds of news sources, and I'm pretty sure you guys, if you look. But this one is coming from Celebrity News, celebrity.yahoo. And Jada, she's not happy about the situation. She really didn't respond when they were asking for, what do you think? But when she was at the LA International Airport, someone had asked her about that, and her response was, and quote, "Here's the deal. There was nothing sexual about that picture or that situation." Okay, and she was shaking her finger and whatnot. She said, "You guys are projecting your trash onto it, and you're acting like covert pedophiles, and that's not cool." So that's how she feels about the situation. It still didn't stop the speculation, though. I'm pretty sure all of us will agree. And this individual, which the picture is already out there, he's taken the picture down off of Twitter. But you know that it doesn't matter that he took the picture down because it's already out there. All it takes is one time to put something out there. And that's what children need to understand. Social media is a beast. It's a beast. So they got the information already. The picture is out there. And neither Arias or Willow has spoken out directly, but apparently there are some reports that a source close to Arias called any suggestion of a romantic relationship between them is laughable. That's what he's saying, and that she's like a sister to him. So in case you guys just want to know that, nonetheless, concern was expressed. And I'm pretty sure you guys can understand why, and comments ranging from sick, I'm looking at, inappropriate, weird, Willow is known to hang out apparently with the older Jenner sisters, who are Kylie, 16, and Kendall, 18. They've been photographed coming from nightclubs. They've also posed with Arias on social media. So Jada and Will Smith have that laid-back style. So that is what it is, and I just wanted to express that in case you guys haven't had the opportunity to look at this story. Now, as far as the Nigerian girls, I think that's something that's going to be ongoing. And I will say this, because this is my thought, and I'm going to roll with it. Because of the information that Chong Kim, like I said, the survivor from human sex trafficking, came in and told us, I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if the Nigerian government didn't have anything to do with this situation that took place. That's just a heck of a lot of girls gone on a bus, seemingly with no issue. I'm sorry, but something about that just doesn't sound right to me. That's how I feel about the situation. You guys might feel a little bit differently, but that just seems real odd. So you guys let me know what you think about that. The Q&A box is open, and I will welcome your thoughts on it. The call number again is 404-826-9223. Oh, I wanted to tell y'all this before I go to break real quick. Tomorrow, Terrence Hudson, who called in earlier, musicbizdocs.com, hopefully I'm saying that right. I'm going to be like, he will be here tomorrow. Now, you guys know I love speaking with entrepreneurs, business owners, those that are in marketing and things of that nature. But there are those, especially in startups, and those that have just started. You guys need help in making sure. You might not have the money to retain an attorney to go through all of the legalities and get the documents and paperwork. So there's a special promo code that listeners of this show will be able to take advantage of on tomorrow. So make sure you guys tune in and take advantage of it. Now, I didn't have an opportunity to finish all of my marketing and branding tips on yesterday, so I'm going to finish that when we come back from this break. So keep it locked right here on the Bianca Burwell Show. Angie Stone, backup plan. Keep it locked. Make sure you tune in every Sunday morning for Sunday morning inspiration right here on TheBeatDropsRadio.com starting at 9 a.m. Again, every Sunday morning inspiration right here on the Beat Drops Radio, 9 a.m. Make sure you tune in. Download the TuneIn app so you can take it wherever you go. Win the app right here on the station. Streamer radio, we are available. Make sure you get that inspiration that you need. You are locked into the Bianca Burwell Show. I appreciate everybody for hanging out with me today. And also my special guest, in-studio guest, Bobby Peoples, producer, owner of Tinseltown, well, co-owner of Tinseltown Studios, Chief Flex TV, People's Network TV, all of that. We appreciate you so much for coming by. And like I said, as promised, I didn't have the opportunity on yesterday. Time just failed me. And giving all of you entrepreneurs and I tell you, every time I talk about business owners and startups, y'all, it's a lot of folks tuned in, and those that are listening and watching. I appreciate you guys. If you want to see everything that's going on live, just go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com, click on Watch Live. And again, like I say, tomorrow, Terrence Hudson will be in the building. And all of those legal documents and things that you need in order to make sure that your business is running functionally and it's operating like it's supposed to, make sure you tune in tomorrow. It's a special promo code that listeners of the Bianca Burwell Show will get on tomorrow. You don't want to miss that. Now, yesterday I was talking about and giving you guys marketing tips and things that can help you, things that I've learned along the way, and I want to impart to you freely the things that I had to learn the hard way. May help you, may not, but I think it will. Now, we talked about connections and the power of connections and networking, and I believe I had Mr. Shy. He's a host of Inspire Talk Radio that comes on every Friday here on the Beat Drops Radio. And he was just asking genuine questions, of course, because he wanted to know. So networking, that is something that you have to do to get out there and find those that are like-minded. If you're not good at speaking or breaking the ice with people, take somebody with you that is. Or at least do something like what we've done. I had to show the camera. Get that shirt that has your information already on it, your logo, it tells what it is that you do. The shirt I have on, for those who can't see me, WBBE, TheBeatDropsRadio.com. Folks can read it. They can see exactly what it is that I do. That may strike up a conversation. But you want to always, always network and be with business-minded individuals because you may be able to establish a relationship and get clients or referrals. This is all, we all should be helping one another and not trying to hurt one another. Also, understand that you're going to fail at times. You're going to fail, so look forward to it. I say all the time to lower your expectations. That way, when something doesn't happen the way that you feel that it should, you aren't hurt. Your feelings aren't hurt. So lower your expectations. Sometimes we have expectations that are well beyond where they should be. And setting those short goals and something that can be accomplished in bite-sized steps is beautiful, okay? Because then that shows the type of progress that you have in your business and that you're going in the right direction. So there's going to be plenty of times to get the thing right. Trust me, it will be. You're going to fall and bump your head plenty of times, but get right on up and keep it moving. Always need a good support group. You're going to need people that are able to support you because there's going to be times where you fall down and you're going to be like, God dog it, I can't do this, but you need those folks in your corner that can tell you you need to keep moving it forward, okay? Stop thinking about your own wallet. Be of service, give value. Rather than thinking, how can I make a living and make money, think, how can I serve and truly add value to people's lives? How can I make a difference, okay? So there might be some type of mission or something like that that you want to be a part of, all right? Get a mentor. Get a successful mentor, all right? Somebody who has been through it and they don't mind pulling you up under their wing. Get a mentor. Now, I'm not saying somebody that's going to rob you. I'm talking about somebody who has a genuine interest in making sure that you obtain what it is that you're trying to obtain. All right? Also, I got so many notes here. I'm trying to scroll through the stuff. All right. Live by just watch me. Ignore everyone who says that you're crazy. Just watch me. And I believe that Bobby People said something about that in taking that no for an answer, just take it as a yes, or it's something that you don't want me to know, and keep it moving forward. Now, here's some creative things that I kind of put together and wanted to share with you guys as far as creative ways in marketing yourself. Create a calendar giveaway. It might be something that you know you have on your calendar that you can give away certain products or whatever. Okay, conduct a free clinic. It might be on a product or service that you have, and you want to draw that interest. Anytime that you're a part of something, your business is a part of something, that is marketing, that's publicity, and getting your name out to the community, to other businesses, and they can see you doing things. You follow? All right. Put together a marketing video. Video speaks volumes. It doesn't have to even be long, 30 seconds, less, 15 seconds, but something that you can create, and you can then embed it on your website so people are able to look at it and be like, okay, I can see what this individual is about. I can see what this business is about. And they get a sense of who you are. That is powerful. Video is extremely powerful. Write an article about different things that you know, post it on your website, your blog, and you can send it to other websites too. Because again, that gets your name out there. Creative marketing ideas and marketing tips, that is what I'm giving you right now. Write a press release and send it out to the bloggers, the newspapers, all of that. Write a press release about something that you have going on. It might be an event. Here in the Atlanta area, we love events. We love events. So with that being said, you can have a launch of something, an official launch, or partner up with someone that's like-minded, or businesses can kind of profit off of one another or mutually beneficial, and conduct a launch event of something that you have coming up together. All right, create an annual award for something. Now that certain businesses that can do that. That's something that me and radio, I know I can do. I can put on an awards program for the most requested song, most requested artist, things of that nature. But try to be creative in this thing. Join your Chamber of Commerce. There's a lot of networking opportunities there that you guys can really take advantage of. All right, create a monthly newsletter. That goes along with creating an article, and you can start an email marketing program. There's some things that I just ran into not long ago with an email marketing program that I think I'm going to go ahead and launch full-fledged. And once I do that, I'll let you guys, the listeners, know, and you know how you can take full advantage of the same thing. Now, another thing I want to throw in there is business owners. Look, doing even a 30-minute show on something like what it is that we do here at the TheBeatDropsRadio, consider doing it. That gets the content out there, that gets the video out there, and it's inexpensive, and you can send it all over the place and embed it in your website. You can embed it in your email marketing campaign as well. So consider getting the show here on the We're looking for content. We're looking for content. I'm talking about great content, you know, and filling the need. So even if you're an insurance salesperson or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Consider that getting a 30-minute show on something like this. You can come in and or even pre-record if you're not here, because there's a lot of people that I'm seeing according to this here that are not located in the Atlanta area, but you can do a pre-recorded something. All right, send it over to us. We'll knock it out and get your name out there. That's the whole goal. All right, and team up with non-competing businesses to offer a promotional package. So it might be something that's joined together that everybody can benefit from, and that's something to that you may want to consider. So just creative marketing ideas to help you guys. All right, write a book, and that's something I'm doing right now. Even an ebook that you can give away, something small that you can give away for free on your blog, on your website, so that people can get a hold of, I'm like, okay, now this person knows what it is that they're doing, and that'll also hold you as being an expert in your field, having that product, okay? Affiliate marketing, you know, not a new concept, but it means that you're joining up with different places that have these affiliate programs that can kind of help, you know, fuel that passion that you have, and that is my theme song right there. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me today and tuning in. Again, make sure that you guys tune in tomorrow. I can't stress how excited I am to have Terrence Hudson coming in the building with Music Biz Docs. TheBeatDropsRadio.com, and I'm pretty sure you guys are going to appreciate all the things that he has to say, talking about his company, the offers, and all of that. Man, I'm just excited about that. I'm always excited whenever I see someone that is positive and is trying to do something positive for their community, and also help one another at the same time. That is just priceless. So if you haven't done it already, like us on our Facebook page. Just go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com, and right there you see the icon for Facebook. Click on that and click like, and share with your friends. Matter of fact, share with 10, 12, I don't care, however many friends. Everybody like on that, so you can see everything that we have going on. And if you know somebody that is interested in having their own show right here, we reach 72,000 listeners monthly here, and we just celebrated our 1 year anniversary, April the 26th. I'm so happy about that. It's such a milestone. And I was able to celebrate it with a lot of supporters like you guys. And I want to keep this thing rocking and just serve as a platform. Indie artists, if you know any artists that are trying to get spins on a legitimate, credited radio station, all you got to do is go to TheBeatDropsRadio.com. In yellow at the top, it says submit your music. You can upload your music on the website, follow all the guidelines, make sure that it's clean, mixed, and mastered, and we can be debuting your music on New Music Monday. So keep it locked right here. We're on 24/7. We have a new show coming up today. Davon Jam Packed Magazine is coming on at 6 p.m. So make sure you stay tuned right here on the Beat Drops Radio. Family friendly, y'all. We're trying to do the best that we can to support ourselves and you, and give you a platform that is positive to reach those that are like-minded just like yourself. All right, we appreciate you hanging out. Tomorrow's Free Fall Friday. We got Heritage by Imani B, sports, Terrence Hudson will be here for Music Biz Docs, and all of that. So we'll see you guys on tomorrow. Appreciate you for hanging out. Thanks a lot. Thanks, guys.